each and every day. Boxes always pay, 'cause I'll take you to where the sun shines, loading you along with my crew. We'll head into space and ship any place that's cargo. Packed up nice and tight, commerce feels so right, transporting you to where the stars shine, moving you the way that I do. We'll always see it through, our credit will accrue, my cargo and I will find you.
Transporting you to where...
Hello there.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the round table of
Hi,
Sunday, October 6th,
Hi, everybody.
2024.
I don't see your broadcasting on
I
your
guess so,
Discord.
Oh, sorry, I'm just not seeing. There we go. Now you can see what
There we go.
what
Now,
everybody sees.
now I know we're alive. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, chaps. What's on? What's going on, man? Oh, look, I have the wrong number. Let me fix that.
Well, let me use the
Got
wrong
wrong
number.
number.
It's 440.
Ooh.
Then we'll have 444.
40. Is that an error, is it?
No, that's 404.
Is it? Oh,
We've already been past that
what's
one.
What's 440?
I don't remember that show at all.
440.
What's show 404? It doesn't. It does. Did
I
it
don't
even
know.
exist?
It's all one massive blur to me.
I guess it was not found. And
Ah,
so,
so
indeed.
that's a lot of weeks, yeah. Well, I enjoyed doing the shows.
Have you
of
seen all
late,
of them?
I'm not enjoying. Well, I think. No, I don't think I did. I don't know.
It's on
Well,
full then.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he saw every single one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
He remembers the
diehard
first
fan.
day that you started. Yeah.
I hope not.
So
No.
stars. No.
Wave one.
24-2 is in wave 1. Yeah. So.
So a lot of people are upset, but go figure.
Of course, they always are.
So the thing that they're mostly upset about are the nerfs per se, the adjustments to a couple of ships, the Carrack and the Redeemer. No, not the Carrack. The Corsair and the Redeemer.
Yeah.
Too bad, so sad. Don't care. It's still part of the game. It ain't done yet. They're balancing. They'll eventually figure it out. Don't buy a ship based on its current stats. You should never buy a ship based on its stats. You should base it on what's the role, what's it look like, does it vibe with you, right? That's what it counts. That's what counts. Do you like the ship? Does it do what you want it to do? You know, is it sexy?
Yeah. Well.
Or is it an LTI token? That kind of shit. Oh, Richard, thank you for another subscription. 41 months. Wow. Nice.
Again. Wow. Cool.
I like this Richard guy.
Oh, the nurse are Let's see. As far as I understand, I don't actually have either of the ships, but as far as I
So for the
understand,
so the Corsair, they basically, instead of being able to shoot all 6 guns at once, they took away 2 from you. Granted, 2 of the more
yeah,
powerful ones, but they took 2 guns away from you and they gave it to the co-pilot. So, I mean,
yeah, and I saw that, and I
okay.
was like, okay, that actually makes sense in terms of balance because I think Corsair pilots would have way too much power in his hands. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible. The weird thing with the Corsair now, though, is that the co-pilot controls that secondary gun turret. I should say in quotation things because it's not really a turret because
Not a turret, yeah.
I've seen people now use it from the co-pilot seat. It just shoots forward like a regular gun does. You have the the angle that you can use because it's on a gimbal, but that's it.
Yeah.
But
I
you do
mean,
shoot independently though.
it's it's one of those things where CIG might have to redesign it a little bit, kind of make it maybe a turret kind of thing to make it jive better with the concept of having the co-pilot managing it. But I think what's happening here is we're starting to see a shift where they don't want pilots having guns unless you're in a fighter, right? Pilots in bigger ships should be doing one thing, piloting, right? You need to move the ship, avoid getting shot, angle the ship in a way where your gunners can shoot at them better, right? They don't want a ship to be a one person ship where they do everything, right? And can defend themselves with all the guns and stuff like that. So I think they're really starting to apply that more where if they're gonna give you guns, they're gonna give you little pea shooters as a pilot, and then all the bigger guns, the ones that make a difference, are going to be either remote or turrets that have to be controlled by somebody else. So you can get that multiplayer experience. So that's what they did to that. They really didn't nerf it that much. They just made it less soloable. With the Redeemer, they changed the whole layout, right? They took what? They went from 2 shields to 6 shields. They changed out some of the guns, made them less powerful, but they increased the maneuverability and stuff. And a lot of people are complaining. It's like, oh, it's not a gunship anymore. No, I think now it's more in line with being a gunship, which gunships are supposed to be, ground support, coming in, clearing the ground, not in the middle of a freaking fleet battle or a dogfight. That's not what they're for, right? So if you look at it from its role, compare it to like the Heims helicopter, you don't see that shit going up against freaking jet fighters and shit like that. You see that shit close to the ground, tearing up ground units, right? And it's also supposed to have what do you call it? Troops that you can drop on the ground, right? So maybe it's more of a like SEAL Team 6 kind of helicopter versus a Heims. I mean, predominantly it's a Heims where you come in and you blow the shit out of it, but maybe it's more like a SEAL Team 6 where it's like you come in stealthy, you drop off your guys, you go do your shit, right? But you got the gunfire power to fucking back them up when they're retreating and when you guys are ready to bail, right, and head out. You're not just another helicopter waiting to be shot out, kind of thing.
What? So the Let's see. I think this is where I found out too. It's like somebody put the numbers side to side because the Redeemer's gone from. You can see it here. No, those are the turrets. So there's a couple of changes on turrets, but what's most interesting to me, what I couldn't really get my head around, was the shields.
Yeah, they went from 2 to 6, right?
They went from. Yeah, well, they went, and this is probably because it's all pending still, but they went from 2 size 4 shields or something, size 3 shields, to what was it, 3? Oh, fuck, I don't know anymore. It was something that they went a size
They went
lower,
from-
but they now
Yeah,
have 6
They
of
went
them.
to 6. Yep.
Yeah, but it's now a size lower. But still, the total shield health pool that now makes is only like 20% of the total shield health pool it had with the previous setup, with the size the
True,
size
but
up
the
but
thing-
less.
But you have to remember, right? You went from 2 shields to 6. So when they
Yes,
were
so-
shooting you before, they were hitting probably both shields, if not one of the shields, right? Because if they're hitting you from the side, there's a good chance they're spreading it between the 2 shields. Or if they're shooting you, or they're either hitting your back or your front, whether they're shooting from above or below,
Yeah.
right? So you only have 2 shields, right, to
Right, so
defend you. Now you got 6. That means you got 1 in the front, 1 in the back, 1 on each side, 1 above and 1 below. Now, granted, they're smaller. They probably don't take as much damage, but you're more maneuverable, which means that if you're taking too much on one shield, you flip or you turn and you put another shield to start taking a hit while that other shield builds back up, right? Or if you're getting hit from multiple locations, different shields are taking the hit. It's not all of your shields. So it's learning your ship and learning how to use it.
yeah, well,
Which a lot of people don't want to learn their ships. They just want lots of shields and lots of pew pew, and that's all. And that's all that's where meta comes in, where everybody's putting on the biggest guns, the biggest shields, and they expect
yeah,
to just
people
bulldoze through everything.
they look a lot. It's kind of the sad thing sometimes that the people look exclusively or almost exclusively at the numbers and being like, oh, no, the shield health pool is way lower than the total it was before with the previous higher size shields. But I mean, it could still be that the current shield health pool is a little low with this nerfed version, whatever it is. But we
Rebalanced
kind of
version.
have to see. But yeah, but it has to be, we have to see in practice if that's really the case. I mean, yes, the shield health pool is lower, but yeah, like you say, there's now 6 of them. I don't know how this will turn out in practice.
Well, it also comes out, right, if you use the ship for its intended role, right? People are not using that ship for its intended role. Why? Well, because there's no gameplay to really support it right now. I mean, there is, but there isn't, right? So where people don't even know how to use it for its intended role. So you're not going to get that kind of metrics or testing to see if it actually is a nerf for that ship.
It does actually reasonably. It does make sense. It's a slight nerf because they did up. They did
Oh yeah, if you
improve
look at the numbers,
the
it's always a
maneuverability.
nerf.
So no, but I mean, like, even if you don't look at the numbers and just try to see how practically it could work, because they did improve the maneuverability. So an eye for an eye. You have to balance that out too. So they gave the ship a lot of more maneuverability, and actually, I think the
Which
improvement
hopefully
was
means
quite.
you hopefully won't get hit
noticeable.
as much.
Yeah, well, maybe that too. Yeah, so maybe that is another reason to make
So
the
now you
shields
got
less.
6 shields. You move and maneuver faster so you can avoid the hits, right? And then so they kind of balance each other out and give you a better ship. But the people don't look at that. They don't think about that. You know, they just look at the numbers and say they took my shields down and they took away my guns, and so it's a piece of shit, like Foxy Loxy did. And he said, sell it. I'm like, I like Foxy Loxy. He does a lot of testing and stuff like that, but he's one of those meta guys as well, where he's just looking at the meta and he's doing all of this shit that gives people the wrong impression of how the game needs to be played. And then everybody gets in an uproar when all of a sudden CIG makes a change that kind of goes in line with the way the game is going to eventually be played or should be played.
And what's that exactly? Because this is the thing that's now starting to get to me. I don't know what the game is now. What it's supposed to be. It's changed now so much, so often. And
well, it's because we're they're finally at a point where they can actually start bringing in all of these features that they have been working on forever and ever and ever, and just have not been able to put it in the game because of server meshing or item whatever, any number of reasons why they haven't been able to get it out there. But now they're getting to a point where they can actually start rolling out a lot of these features we've been seeing for years. And I think the problem is for the general community is that okay, bam, I just got hit with this new change. Bam, I just got hit with another change. Bam, I got just hit with another change. And the people are getting hit with too many changes, and they're not able to react, or not react. They more than react. They haven't had enough time to become acclimated to the changes. Right now, a lot of people are really struggling with the itemized containers and cargo, and they're just now really starting to kind of, first they did master modes, then they did the containers, now they're going to do the MFDs, and that's going to fuck a lot of people up. And so you're not over the previous shock, and they give you another one, and then you're not over that one yet, and you're still kind of dealing with the first one, and then they're going to hit you with another one, right? So I think that's part of the problem. All of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I'm just so fucking inundated with shit, and I'm just like, how do I compensate? How am I going to do all this? Right? And I think that's what's happening with you is like, they're making all these changes, and you're just like, you're overwhelmed. It's like, holy shit. Wait until engineering comes in, right?
But I think it's now at a time where why bother playing if they're going to keep this up? Just unless you're a dedicated tester, and fair play to you, I'll give you a salute for that. But if you're here to play, I think you're wasting your time, and you should walk away and come back in a year's time.
Well, it's I've kind of said that. I says one of the things I do is I'll go into the game just to see the new features and kind of get a feel for it. But I've never wanted to play the game full time because I did not want to build that muscle memory or that comfort or experience in playing something that I knew was going to be changed. And so to your point, yeah, it's like, don't, because we got a bunch of changes that are coming out that is, in one of your favorite words, fundamentally going to change this game and the way it's played, and people are going to just have their heads explode. I mean, I'm still like trying to figure
Sorry,
out this
pop
whole
off for a second.
yeah, I'm still trying
Your
to
head
figure out
exploded.
this whole what do you call it, containers thing. I'm keeping it simple. I'm not getting into the big missions to see what I can get, right? And taking it from location A, B, and C and all that. I still haven't even been to a distribution center. Okay. I mean, I know they're out there. I know that I can get there through, some advanced missions or whatever, but I'm just keeping it simple, just to get the feel for everything and kind of have a good base understanding before I really start investing more into it.
Oh,
Because
but
believe me, right there, what Relum is showing, I would love to go there to DC just so I can try that out. Because that's the only place you can get those things. So the hover trolleys are in.
Yeah, so
It looks like they got them working.
well, it's quite janky though.
Yeah, but they got them
to a
working.
certain
Before
degree.
it didn't work at all.
Working, quote unquote. Yeah. I wouldn't go that far. It's barely working, but
But it barely working, but it's at least it's working, right? Where before we didn't. It's like you couldn't even get it to do anything except take up space on your freight elevator. But yeah, it looks like it. What 12 SCU?
12, yeah. And
Um,
a big, shelf that can carry smaller crates.
Yep. Or weapons in the case of Foxy Loxy because he likes his weapons.
Yeah, I was
That's-
surprised to see the weapons locking into it. Yeah, that was quite surprising.
Yeah, so I realized that that's now. I think that actually occurs everywhere. Not many people have actually tried it because I realized I could do the same thing in the back of my
Mule?
Spirit. No.
No.
On the in C1 you can even do it, and I was
Oh,
like,
well,
oh
you
wait,
can
I
always-
can place
yeah, you can
weapons down
always-
on the cargo grid.
No,
yeah, you
do
can
it
put
for
weapons
you.
on the cargo grid, but that place where he put the weapons, it looks like it's the side racks.
It's designed.
of
But
the
looks
Yeah,
like
mule.
it's kind of the
designed for
same thing
1/8
though.
box.
Anyway, it's like
Right. So I'm thinking those are like the small little container things. So I bet you if you go to a mule, you can probably place a weapon in the side
the
rack.
1/8
as well.
SCU crates, like the
Yeah.
mule. Yeah.
But I'm surprised the guns fit in it like that. I wasn't.
Well,
Yeah,
just
not something
pistols,
I was
think.
expecting.
Not rifles though.
No, he had a rifle on there.
Oh yeah,
Foxy,
yeah.
Foxy did put a
Yeah.
rifle on there.
Yeah.
That's not the Foxy video.
That's not the
somebody
Fox
else.
video. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're a step closer. The question some people are having is like, well, do I really need that? Why would I need that? And why would I do it that way?
I honestly
And the only
like this
reason,
thing
the
more
only
than the
thing,
ATLS.
the only thing I can
ATLS
say
was
is,
such a disappointment
ahead.
to everyone. And this is like, yeah, this is what we needed.
this,
Not the ATLS.
yeah, this works. You know, in a situation like this where you're trying to move it with inside of a building or something like that, you're not going to move 12 SCU with your guys, you know, with your Atlas or your tractor beams, shooting it halfway across the way and then running over to picking it up and then shooting it halfway down the road
Yeah.
again. You know, so it's, you know, a lot of people are like, well, what the fuck do I need that for? Well, this is the kind of situation that you need that for.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't explode on this decline here.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if they actually flew off with theirs, but when Foxy put his in his Crusader,
The ship, when he loaded into the ship.
it disappeared after he unloaded it.
Yeah.
No,
So-
yeah, it's not designed to leave the area.
Yes,
These
because otherwise everybody would steal it.
So it's one of those things. Of course they would.
No,
they need to sell
put it
this.
in the lift. Yeah. Well, the hangars need to have this. That's one thing.
Yeah. I just said something very terrible. I don't need to sell this. This needs to come standard in the hangar.
Yeah.
But we've had
Or
enough
at least
cash grabs of
viable
late, so
in-game.
just
Yeah,
no.
they
Well,
don't.
No. This should
No,
be
viable
available.
with
standard
should be
hangar
available in all
equipment.
standard equipment.
Not
As long
everything
as
should
as
be
long as you
prepared.
can't take it out of the hangar, then I would say okay,
why not?
true. But then what? Well, because it's not your equipment unless you buy it.
Okay, well then you
So,
can use it for
you
free in
know,
your
it's like-
hangar, but you can also buy. I would like to take it with me though.
Well, then you have to buy it because it's not yours.
Yeah, so, but it should be possible. I think, but
Yeah, buy it in game, right? So that you can put it onto your ship, take it with you, and then you can offload it again and drop it off at a freight elevator or something, you know. But yeah, I would think it, you know, just have it purchasable in game. Don't necessarily make it a money grab. I'm good with that, either or. If they are going to sell it for real money, don't fucking sell it as LTI. That's stupid. Just sell it as a fucking unit.
Don't sell it at all. You know,
Yeah, I would rather they just sell it in game.
stop making everything a money grab.
Yeah, just sell it in game and be done with it. But don't, if you're gonna sell it for cash, don't make it LTI. That's stupid. That's just flat out stupid.
You
Oh, no,
need
they're
to
gonna
stop
have to.
considering this vehicles anyway, like that. Like they're ships. Like no, it's a tool.
Yep.
I don't even think insurance should be applied to this anyway, because it's not a
Well,
ship.
if you're gonna
or a
have you on your
vehicle.
ship and your ship explodes with it, so
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
gotta
have.
get it back somehow.
Yeah,
Unless
there's-
you
there's
buy
gonna be-
another
No,
one.
it's part
there's
of
some
the
that has to be LTI.
inventory.
They-
It's-
They've set the standard, or a precedent, so it's too late to go back on that. That's not the point. It shouldn't be for sale in the first place. This should be at every hangar or every facility where you're moving cargo.
Oh.
You know, when you're moving cargo in the real world, the cargo ships, or it's rare that you see the trucks have. Some do have it, forklift attached to it. I know some do, but most don't. So because the facility that you're bringing it to usually will have a forklift already.
Fine.
So
I mean, but the thing is again, we cannot remove it from the hangar
no, we shouldn't.
because it's not ours.
No.
So
I think if you do move it, then I think you should be fined, and that will stop people from taking it.
no, money is cheap. They're not going to care. They'll take it and they'll get
I
they'll get
don't know.
fined.
Is the price of fuel still ridiculously expensive?
It's in real life, or you talking in the game?
well-
In the game, it's super ass cheap.
Well, it's
I wish
expensive.
I wish I was paying the kind of fuel that they charges in the game.
No, in game, it's apparently going
It's
to
super
ridiculously
cheap.
expensive.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm glad that they got it in the game. I'm glad they're working on getting it working. Now it's just a matter of getting it in our hands.
Mm.
I want it. I want it.
It's a pity it's not a 16 SCU carrier. I would have liked to see.
Yeah, it would have been nice to just stick one big container.
So I'm not sure what they're going to do there. I wonder why only 12.
I don't know. Probably because you can use the MPUVT to carry the 16.
Boop.
Right?
And it's gone.
Give you a reason. They always have to, they always try to give you a reason
Oh, the guns remained as well.
to be able to use one piece of equipment over another, right? So if you have that limited at 12, you put your 12 one SCU containers in there or combination thereof. But it almost looks like you can only put one SCU containers and have it snapped to the grid because of the way the lines are written. I'm curious to see if you can put something other than just what do you call it? One SCU. But then the next level would be the PTU, the MPTU, because you can put 16 on that, right? So it would take it to a larger number than that, which is again a vehicle that you would normally use to move things around locally or close by. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to it.
Updated the UI for the tractor beams there as well. You can see it.
So what's the big X?
Well,
It
apparently
just
you now
indicates-
have a tractor mode and a detach mode, and you just use left mouse button or right mouse button. There's no aim down sight anymore for this one.
Oh.
The same thing on the max lift.
They're trying to see if the beams
Yeah, they had
interfere
some,
with each other.
They encountered a couple of bugs with this as well. It's not that functional yet. But that was another different story with the which seems to even be applied here, because the weapons for these, and these are tools. The aim down sight is gone, and the secondary mouse button is it's a secondary fire button for the gun. But when it comes to ships, apparently they made a change that the secondary fire button is no longer there, and your
Correct.
your right mouse
they
button is
moved
now a precision targeting mode thing where you zoom in for sub
no,
targeting something.
for ships. What they did is they got rid of all the different weapon group buttons. So you would have a button for weapon group 1 and a button for weapon group 2, up to like 4, I think it was. What they did was they said, okay, nope, you only got one fire button.
Yeah.
Now you have to use the other stuff to select the different groups. So you don't have multiple buttons to shoot different groups. Which I really have to think about it. I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into it because it's just you learn to play the game the way the game is designed. That's the way I grew up playing games, and you fucking learn to play it the way it's designed, and you take it for what it is, right?
So,
Um,
but do you not think this is a crappy move to remove the second trigger? Because like
No.
VKB, I think this is a good point here. Like, you bought an expensive equipment that's supposed to be, well, not fully compatible with CG, but with Star Citizen, but it was designed for Star Citizen, and now
No.
Well.
So here's the thing, right? Okay, controllers are programmable. You program them just like you can program the key bindings. Okay, so you can program them to do just about anything, right? The fact that they're taking the buttons away for group 1, 2, 3, and 4, right, and replacing it with a different key bar. They're using the mouse wheel, but they're changing it it moves. If you roll the wheel, it goes to group 2. If you roll, it goes to group 3 or whatever, right? You just do the same shit. It's just now you're using a different control. But before you were using 4 controls because you would have to hit each button as separate. So you were using 4 controls to fire 4 different weapons groups. Now you're using 1 button or maybe 2 buttons at most because you have to select the group that you want to fire, right? So you just went from like 5 buttons to 4. I mean, 5 buttons to 2. That's actually better in my opinion. I don't have to worry about pressing 3 different buttons to do an alpha strike, which is everything. I have an alpha strike already programmed as one of my weapons group. And then I have my other 2 weapon groups to do other things. And then so all I need to do is say, well, I want to hit them with an alpha strike. I'm going to pick group 3 and I'm going to hit them with an alpha strike. Oh, I don't want to hit them with an alpha strike anymore because I don't need to. I could just finish them off with my group 1. I flip it to group 1 and then I finish them off with group 1. It's just a different way of doing the same thing. But actually, now that I've talked through it, less controls. I've actually just freed up more controls on my HOTAS or dual stick or whatever the fuck you use to be able to engage in the contacts. Everybody thinks that because you take shit away, it's always a nerf and it's worse. And in actuality, sometimes it's better. It's just you have to learn to change. And that's the problem that people have. Nobody likes change. It's difficult.
But I'm old.
Well, so am I. Yeah, Shady. I did see where Yogi said that they're going to look into it. They may go ahead and put it in if they feel that it really does handicap everything. But I don't think it handicaps anything. I was like, what's the difference? It's like it doesn't make a difference to me. True, Frodo. Very true. Everybody wants to do things their way, so it's like you have to accommodate everybody, or
Yeah.
or it's never going to work.
I want an everything button. I want a big red button that says everything, and I want to slam that button and destroy my enemies.
No, but Photo wants it where he has every weapon on its own button, so he can fire all. He can press the buttons how he wants and all at once at the same time.
Ugh, yeah, that's too much.
So you
work.
see the it's like
I want
the,
to slam that red button hard. That's all I want.
that would be cool. Yeah, easy button, right? Think dead. Think dead.
So the patch did include some good improvements, right? Not all
Yeah.
bad.
So they did change
Mining
the
UI.
prospector interface. So the two big panels up top are no longer being used, which I don't know why they would remove them, or I mean disable them. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
so those are disabled, but on the reclaimer, no, not the reclaimer. Fuck, too many R ships. Help me.
Prospect.
No,
The
the other
mole.
one.
Reliant.
The Reliant. The Reliant has
Too
the
many hours.
same identical, yeah, too many R's. Same identical layout, and those two large panels that they turned off for the prospector are alive in the Reliant, and they work fine. They're just more MFDs to be over fucking saturated with.
Well, if that's the case, then that must be a bug. Then what we're seeing here.
Well, the radar's missing. There should be a radar in the middle section, so that's bug. That's definitely a bug. But no, they said it in the write-up.
No. There's the radar just above. You can just barely see it.
Well, it's where?
Huh?
Up.
You can see him spinning.
Oh,
now,
okay,
right?
up there.
Yeah. That should
but-
be in shot, not out of
there,
shot.
yeah. Wow. Half out. It's almost completely
Yeah.
Off.
That defeats the purpose of it. Yeah.
off screen. Yeah.
Yeah, on
Maybe it's
the
just
re-
misplaced and it should be in the middle.
I think it's misplaced.
No, it's either bugs or they just have to update the asset of the ship itself to rearrange it to make it, because like that map needs to be in your view. Probably where the warning.
In the Reliant, it's right dead center of all the MFDs.
Maybe it could be the field of view also of the player here.
Yeah, it shouldn't be up there. It should really be right in the center of all the MFDs. That's where it is on a Reliant, and it looks perfect.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think they're just going to redo it. They're looking at redoing that whole shit up there, but they did redo the interface for the mining. I saw this video too, where they changed it all up, and it's supposed to be a lot cleaner, I guess.
Okay. Again.
How many mining UI changes have you seen?
A lot. I would not be surprised if we're not done yet either. I would not be surprised if we are not done yet.
But again, this is, as I said earlier on, this is jarring for the players. All these changes.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's all in rapid sequence now. You were in the chat the other day with, was it yesterday? It was actually yesterday with Vega. And you heard how he was ranting about the MFDs, right? He couldn't find his noisemaker. He couldn't find, and he went and to give him credit, it's like he went off on a tirade because he watched somebody else's video that provided false information because they didn't do their research, and so he went on a tirade. Then I'm like, no, it's there. It's like, here's an example because I went and I saw it. I found it myself, right? It's like they're in different locations. Not only are they in different locations than what you're accustomed to, each manufacturer seems to want to put them in different locations.
Sorry, hang on a sec. What's F5?
It's one of the MFD controls or something.
All right. So, and what's the problem? That they can't hit F5 properly because it's too near F4?
Right, and they're afraid that I think because Alt F4
There's a big difference between F4 and 5.
Right, but the thing is still people have fat finger. They get a little bit, they're in a rush or whatever, and instead of hitting Alt F5, they hit Alt F4, and guess what happens?
Don't get me wrong. I have a bit of not fat finger, but just totally misplacement sometimes to press E when I should have pressed the R.
Yeah,
But
so that's what
there's a
everybody's
fundamental
complaining about.
Gap between the two, between 4 and 5.
But
So that's not going to happen.
people are afraid, and with just cause.
Oh,
It's like I don't want to hit Alt F4. It's like,
God, are we going back to Wing Commander again? Jesus.
so
okay.
This is Elite Dangerous.
Or not Elite. This is
That's Elite
sorry.
Dangerous.
So-
He's comparing. That's where he's comparing the weapon groups and stuff like
the
that.
grouping.
It's
Yeah,
basically
okay.
the same shit, except they have more weapon groups than we do. I think we only have 3.
Yeah, we need a lot more.
But yeah, I mean, and I think he said, I think in Elite they have 2 buttons to fire with the different groups. I don't remember. I don't. To me, I'm not getting myself all worked up in a tizzy or trying to learn the new systems until they finally said this is it.
Again, this is the problem that the game pulls you in, and then you do start learning stuff, and then again the switch.
Yep.
That's the problem about this. It's
Yep. So MFDs is going to be the next giant wine fest or salt mine
Is
or
it fair
whatever.
to call that, because I think some of it is justified.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, it's changing things. So I will tell you right now,
Okay.
you are
Mhm.
going to have a meltdown.
Am I?
Yes, because you, as a whale,
Uh-huh.
have multiple ships
Yeah.
with multiple manufacturers
Uh-huh.
with multiple MFD designs. So
Uh-huh.
you're going to go in one ship and you're going to kind of go, okay, I got this. Then you're going to go in another ship and go, where the fuck is my shit? It's not where I'm used to seeing it.
So, getting back to the real world, when you have different vehicle manufacturers, does that mean that if I go from a Ford to a Toyota, I'm going to have a hard time because everything's all different?
Well,
Initially.
no. I mean, initially, yeah, because you're going to be like, where's my gas gauge? Oh, it's not on the right. Where the hell? Why is it on the left? That kind of shit. But the gas gauge when you see it, right?
Mm.
And then you make the correlation. Okay, the gas gauge is on the left on my Toyota. It's on the right on my Ford.
When you
that kind of
get
shit.
into one of those Mercedes vans and you realize that the handbrake is a freaking pedal on the left of the clutch.
Exactly.
You're like, wait,
so,
what?
So it's just like real life. Each manufacturer does their own shit, right? Because they want to be different. They want to get the attention of people to come to their stuff. So things are different. You're going to have to look a little harder to find some of the stuff than what you're accustomed to. Here's the thing. The key bindings are through the fucking roof. There's enough key bindings for 10 MFDs. 10 MFDs. Can you imagine being on a ship where you're a pilot and you have 10 MFDs in front of you? That's fucking nuts.
Kind of like a real airplane.
Yeah, true.
But that's how many controls they have. They have enough controls for 10 MFDs. Multiply that times the number of things that they need those MFDs to do. There's a gazillion new buttons.
So, does this suggest that the pilot really should be only just piloting, and that you should have a second person with you doing other things to help you with those multiple MFDs?
To some degree, yes.
He's
Yes.
a MFD managing officer.
That's that's what you got your co-pilot for, right? Because he can manage your power allocation or your navigator or engineer or whatever, right? He say, hey, I need power to the shields, and then they can go and do that while you're focusing on not getting shot, right? And avoiding the asteroids and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, Yeah, but is this Star
That's-
Trek Bridge Simulator or is this Star Citizen?
It's everything. Remember, Star Citizen is basically every fucking game we've ever
Can't be
wanted rolled up
everything,
into
come on.
one.
Oh, it can be. Yeah, it's the game of games.
Oh,
So,
shut up.
so I mean, it's going to be hard just to be a fighter pilot, unless you
Well,
map your controls and stuff.
well, no, fighter pilot. Everything should be much simpler for the pilot since there's only one. If you look at this layout, this is a nice, simple, clean layout.
Yeah.
You've got a good view of all around you and everything's centered. This is a good design, I think.
Well,
You
as long as
shouldn't-
you don't have to change anything. Now, when you have to start changing shit, that's when it starts getting interesting. I need
So
to.
then that's where your key binding comes in, or your
Yeah.
what's the name of that voice control, voice attack?
Voice attack.
Yeah, so that's where you start getting that now.
Voice attack is voice attack or any kind of controller that
Mm.
you can program the keys for you is going to be an advantage for sure, 100%. Toby or any kind of head tracking that allows you to actually move your head to see some of your MFDs, because some of those MFDs are not necessarily all in front of you, will be beneficial. You'll be able to, because you'll need to turn your head to look at the one MFD that's just kind of like out of the way, that you don't use it as your primary. That's why it's kind of out of the way.
Well, for a fighter, for example, the important stuff I think should be on your helmet.
You can move stuff from the MFDs to your helmet. I haven't even tried that yet, but you can do that.
Because that's what I would do. I put the important stuff in your helmet, so no matter where you look, it's always there.
Yep.
And then you have the other controls on the other screens.
Right. But then you have to have the key bindings for those, because they're not within the MFDs to allow you to do that. So you have to have a device to allow you to do that kind of stuff. Or you have to have a hell of a fucking keyboard and memory to know what those fucking combinations are.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. I have a Corsair keyboard where you can assign individual coloring to each key, and you can make each key flash.
Yeah, I have one of those too. Yeah, maybe that's what you're gonna need to do.
Yeah.
It's like, but the thing is like, you're gonna have to have combination of keys, right? Because you can't just have L, right? Because L is for like your lighting.
Well, double tap I find is a handy substitute.
Okay. But that could also hurt if you don't tap it right or fast enough or slow enough or whatever.
Well, that's where get good comes into.
That's true. That's true.
Oh yes, this is probably the biggest update.
Oh, I haven't tested that yet. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I tried it there yesterday. Especially flew up to Port Trellis artists to try.
Did it work?
Oh yeah. They're steaming.
So you need noodles now?
They're steaming hot. Yeah, see them in the background there. They're steaming there.
Nice.
Just walk up to them and get it.
What's the benefit? I mean, apart from
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I wasn't hungry.
okay.
I just went up and bought it and ate it. Comes out in these big balls. And then
curious to see what are the benefits. Is it just food? Is it hydration, or combination of both, or what?
Well, if it's like real world noodles, is a good,
high energy.
Yeah, it should be that. So, and it should be a good meal for most of the day anyway.
Right.
Well, I hope CIG are concentrating on making sure that when you eat proper food and not using a drink substitute, that your hunger is put off a lot longer.
I think that is the plan. I don't know if that's in play.
I've noticed people are getting far too fond of the
energy drink,
the cruise drink. Yeah. That you can probably use it as a filler, but you shouldn't be using it all the time. But anyway, yeah, that's a cool thing. We've been looking for noodles. Of course, now the pizza heads are coming out of the woodwork going, where's our food?
Where's my pizza? Give me my pizza. I don't know. Did anybody go try the pizza? No, probably not. Or it
No,
probably isn't
no,
ready
no.
yet.
You,
They
you would
probably
have
just
seen
take the
no,
noodles.
you would have
Yeah.
seen the internet lighting up like a Christmas tree. No, it's not there. But sad thing, the Benny's machine still don't work.
Nope.
How the hell do you get them? Get from a kiosk. I get it.
Well, a noodles bar.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you get it from the noodles bar.
So apparently this is improved. I haven't tried it yet. I can't even remember the old one. It's so long since I've ever used it.
Nobody ever uses it now.
Yeah, nobody
You
ever
realize
uses
it
but
took this long for someone to actually notice this. It shows you that no one else has tried yet.
And that's the funny part because they've used it in the demos for Squadron 42, and you see Mark Hamill, talking and stuff like that. But it just never occurred to anybody to do it because nobody really engages in the game that way.
Oh, it transfers to his
Right.
helmet. Nice.
Yeah, transfer it over to his helmet, which is freaking amazing, and a pretty smooth transition too.
The only thing I find annoying is the chicken head thing.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
The
but that's
selfie
like,
cam.
Yeah, but
what,
I don't know. Is it really needed? It's just I don't know. I find the shoulders all the way there. So maybe
well, it's
not.
kind of like in the movies when they put the camera on you. You ever watch the movies when you got the camera in that person's face? You get the same kind of effect. It's always
This
very
is literally the camera angle they have when they were motion capturing the Squadron 42 characters. We saw that they had like cameras pointed to their face to
Yeah.
their facial expressions. That's exactly the angle, the camera shots that you get from with this.
Some delay though. Look at the delay. It's crazy.
What was
Like
the delay?
2 second, 3 second delay. Like you
No.
stop. You see, he's not running there, and he's still running in the camera.
No, that's another person.
No, that's
That's not
him.
him.
No, that is him. So
He's
he
not.
takes his helmet off there. Then
He can't be. He's not calling himself. That's somebody else.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's somebody else. He's not calling himself.
Oh, I thought that was him. Okay. No, that's what I was. Okay, right. I thought when he took his helmet off, I thought that was him.
No, they were both doing the same kind of.
All right, my bad.
Yeah. Oh. Cool.
So what is that, Shady? You said, how are you going to talk to someone you don't know on another ship? That's true. I mean, the thing right now is that most people only talk to people that they know, and they're usually on Discord or Teams or what the fuck's that?
TeamSpeak, Mumble.
TeamSpeak, Mumble, any of those kind of things, right? So they're all using that. To your point, if you wanted to actually talk to somebody on another ship or just in general on the server, this is the way to do it. Is just go ahead and call them, right? And have it where it will transmit your voice.
Yeah.
God, do I have to talk to somebody else? Really?
Yes.
You don't have to. I was planning on calling you to try it, but you weren't in on the server at the time, and I was like, ugh. And I wonder if that's, I saw you in live. I was going to do it on live.
You should have done it. Well, though
because-
not today. Today was in a bad mood.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it could be just as good, or maybe it's one of those because nobody's noticed it, right? He thinks it's in the PTU, but it's actually live.
Yeah,
Just haven't tried it.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was in.
Talking to people,
that was
ew, yep, Shady, I hear you.
Yeah. Ew, communication. Run away.
You only talk to
Um,
NPCs.
Let's see, we got our skins. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
look at
meh.
those.
Haven't gone near them yet. So
I'm kinda
does it
meh.
glow in the dark? That's the question.
I don't think so.
I
I think they're just
Because I-
shiny.
because my paints are not where I'm based at the moment. Because here in this video, it kind of looks like it glows.
Yeah, but that's a person, blah blah blah, that's made by them.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They can have hidden lights, for all we know.
A hidden UV light.
And they could have lights that are just there shining that as they fly. It would be cool if they did kind of glow, but then again, I'm not sure I want my ship glowing in the dark at
No,
night.
it's a festival thing.
Yeah.
It's people get too serious about. Oh no, you're gonna see me in the dark. It's only for fun. Are you gonna run around with a bear's helmet all day?
Well, that maybe that one could be kind of fun. Yeah, I haven't. I'm kind of torn with these new skins that they're coming out with. I feel like some of these skins, they're just not putting a lot of effort into them.
I don't know. I thought there was a lot of effort into this. It's not a standard one. It's all metallic.
But it's all purple, and then just a swath of green along the side. I'm like, I like intricacies in the paint and stuff like that. I'm just like, and it's not just these ones. It's like the last set of paints that came out too. They looked like they were just like,
Well, no,
the pirate ones where they just, okay, I'm just gonna slap a skull wherever I can, and I'm done. I'm like, no, put some effort into it. Make it look like a fucking cool pirate ship, not just a freaking skull
Slap
on the
a
top of it. And
decal
slap it on there. I'm done.
Patrick's pants.
Yeah, Patrick's pants.
Well, as you say in other scenarios, if you don't like it, don't buy it.
That's true. I don't have to buy them.
They're fun things. That's how I treat them as. I don't see them as serious skins anyway. I actually do like them. It's a bit of fun. I do like the way the green glows compared to the purple. I would like to see that kind of purple on its own. I know Miami would have a orgasm if you had a ship like that. He loves purple. It's okay. It's fine. If you don't like this, God, wait till you see the best in show skins.
Oh no, I know I'm not gonna like those either.
It's mainly
Like I said,
purple.
I feel like they just have not been really investing a whole lot of time into coming up with, quality skin. Yep, cosmetics all day, for sure.
Come back to the Corsair. I always thought the Corsair was too powerful anyway. It's supposed to be a bloody exploration ship.
A pirate exploration ship.
Yeah, you said that.
They're exploring your cargo capacities.
Exploring your cargo. Like, it does look ridiculous with the guns, I think. Those size guns.
And that's they haven't, not even including putting people in the turrets.
No.
Because they got 2 turrets too.
What about I can't remember. Is the remote turrets now gone?
No, they're not remote. You actually have to go into them, I think.
All right, okay.
I think.
So the co-pilot can still go into them, yeah?
Well, yeah, but then you can't fire the 2 in the front.
So we're missing a station then.
No, I mean, I think they're both, you have to actually put people in them. I think they're actual turrets. I don't think they're remotes.
No, I thought there was a remote turret at the back and the center spine.
I
don't
remember. Sorry.
Because, yeah. Let's actually check it out.
Let's go back to MFDs. So there are certain ships that have a captain's chair.
Yeah.
And those captain's chairs now have holographic MFDs that they can interact with. So they're not just sitting there yelling at people, doing nothing. They can actually interact with the MFDs.
Okay.
So Shady says that no, they actually have to go from the co-pilot seat and switch over to the gunners. They are remote.
Okay. So they are missing a station now. Okay, that's a bit weird. All right.
Well, not missing a station. It's just that now the well, yeah, they have to be missing a because there's two
Yeah.
turrets. You
Yeah.
can't do both turrets
No.
remotely.
Yeah, they could do it. Another station somewhere else, but probably make the toilet seat the new
Yeah,
station.
yeah. Toilet seat could be a remote turret. Dude, we need a guy in the turret. All right, hold on. Let me just wipe.
Exactly.
Nah, fuck it. I'll just go ahead in a minute.
I'm gonna yeah. Using the turret while getting rid of a turret. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So the I think it's just a Miss series that have the captain shares right now, but they actually have MFDs, so you can actually do something.
Are they getting ready for the Polaris? Because that also has a captain's chair.
I would assume that they would also have it. Speaking of the Polaris, they did make some changes to the Polaris. They
Good or
actually,
bad?
well, it depends on who you're asking, right? Some people, they're like, yeah, it's a good one because they upscaled or some of the weapons to higher sizes. But other people say that they're only doing that to sell it and then they're going to nerf it again.
Okay. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt they would waste their time doing that, but
My view is they're upgrading them because they are meant to go up against other capital ships. So the guns are they're scaling them to be able to go against other capital ships.
what other
However,
capital ships? What other
there are no other capital other than the Idris, but nobody can actually call it themselves right now. They have to wait for Xenothreat to steal them.
See, I genuinely believe that a lot of ships in the game are currently nerfed because the gameplay isn't there.
Correct.
And
I
then
agree.
and then when everything is in place, then we'll see things like the Vanguard, for example. I think the Vanguard should be a lot more powerful than it is, but because it's too powerful in the current setting, you have to take it away. So I'm kind of surprised that they're doing this, unless they are planning to bring the capital ships in a lot quicker.
Well, we're supposed to get the Idrises when they release Squadron 42. Then again, we were supposed to get the F8s when they released Squadron 42, and you saw how that all panned out, right? We weren't supposed to get the F7s at all. We saw how that all panned out. So, that being said, once they release the Polaris, there's nothing for the Polaris to kill, right? Except 890 jumps. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of pissed off 890 jump owners because they can't fight a Polaris. And
Well,
they're
nothing
getting
can fight
targeted.
a Polaris. The Polaris is designed to go after king ships, for crying out loud.
So, I haven't. Well, remember in a show not that long ago, I had suggested, yo, CIG, knowing that they don't watch our show, I had suggested, look, you got all these Idris owners, and you just happen to have this Idris available for testing. It's called the Xenothreat Idris. Give the Idris owners, instead of giving them an 890, right? Give them the Xenothreat Idris as a loaner so you can do your testing live on the server and watch people have these big battles.
But CIG promised that they're not going to give us the Idris until Squadron comes out.
But they're not. They're giving us the Xenothreat as a loaner. When Squadron 42 comes out, we get the real Idris. Right? And then you drop the Polaris into the game, and now you can have some serious player combat going on and fleet battles that CIG could just gather all kinds of fucking data on
Well, I
for
think
balancing.
well, the weapons in the Polaris are impressive, especially with the new buff. The thing about the concept of the Polaris has always been that it is fragile.
Yep. To Shady's point that he's saying, if you have an appropriate squadron of fighters and bombers, you can take out a Polaris.
Yeah.
True.
You-
But you know how hard it is, Shady, to get people coordinated,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Again, that's
Especially
fundamental. Yeah.
especially when you're not
That's
going to get
fundamental.
you're not going to get your people together to go blow up your own Polaris, right?
Mm.
You're going to want to get your people together to go blow up somebody else's Polaris. But the thing is, like, somebody's got to be on the lookout for somebody else's Polaris. And then you got to ring the alarm to get everybody to get coordinated to go blow up the Polaris, which probably the guy just is going to log out anyway by the time you guys get coordinated enough and ready to go after it, right?
Well, that could be the next major thing, a proper time delay of you actually leaving the game.
Well, I mean, let's just say, how long does it take to get a whole bunch of people together and get ready to go do an event? From my
Probably
experience, it
1
takes
to 2
about an
hours.
hour or two
Oh,
because
if
people are
you're lucky.
scattered throughout fucking Stanton.
Oh, yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah.
They're not ready. They don't have equipment because they lost it. They got to go replenish it, right? Yeah, it takes a couple hours, right? So in the couple hours are going to take you to get together, and you got that one guy following the Polaris around, right?
Mhm.
They say, "Okay, we're ready. We're coming to you." He says, "No, don't bother. They just docked on Bajini Point and they logged out."
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, again, this is where we need different star systems, much larger than Stanton, where you're going along, say, a major trade route, and you see one kind of veer slightly off, and you're going, right, this is our opportunity, and it will take them a while to get to safety.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is like when you have organizations, right? They make arrangements with other organizations to say, let's do some war games, right? So in the situation where Shady's saying is like, we'll have one organization that'll have a Polaris, one organization that'll have a bunch of fighters and bombers, and their objective is to destroy the Polaris, and it'll be a fully crewed Polaris. Unlike most people that are just going to be flying around by themselves,
So why can't we? No, you only mean.
You said yourself you're going to fly around by yourself in that thing.
Well, you see, this is where Arena Commander comes in, and this is one thing I still don't get why CIG haven't gone down this route yet, of giving simulations that orgs can get together. I don't know. Let's call it theaters of war.
That's a great name. I like that concept.
As you know, when this first popped out, that's what we all thought it was going to be, a good training simulator.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know why CIG keeps falling flat on this. That's what's desperately needed. Because the Titan that's required is not there. It's not even remotely close.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's what Arena Commanders should be for. But let's be real. First, they don't have time to be investing as much time into Arena Commander as they need to be investing in the PU. And so if they can just get the PU to do the same thing in the short term until they can invest the time in Arena Commander to do it properly, why not? Why not give all the Idris owners, whether it's they have a M or a P, give them a Xeno threat Idris, let them go run around the freaking solar system, blowing each other up, right? Let's bring in the Polarises and let's have, Idrises and Polarises running around, causing mayhem and figure it all out.
But like as Shady says, he's right. Polaris crews won't know what they're doing because they're not used to it. It's going to require training, time, dedication, and there's nothing there for players to do anything like that. I just think the Arena Commander situation should be a bit more stable than the PU. So therefore, they can get used to at least knowing the subtleties of the ship and knowing what to do.
Yep.
Familiarizing yourself with the various different stations.
They could do an experimental mode like they did with the engineering, where they had A2 against another A2, and you had to make sure you fix your ships and all that other crap.
Yeah.
So they could probably just do another one. They stand it up, and they say, "Okay, here's a Polaris, here's an Idris. You guys go at it."
What happened to that? Because people were excited when they announced that and they brought it out, and then suddenly removed it.
People went in there. They did it just to see what it's like. They watched a bunch of streamers do it, right? And then they went back to playing the game because they saw what they wanted to see, they understand it, and now they're back to playing the game. Wait until that hits the fucking server. That's the next change that's gonna fuck everybody up. Right after MFDs, engineering. Oh my god, people are just gonna fucking heads are gonna explode again. But yeah, I mean, it was just people go into the PTU and into Arena Commander to get. I want to say just a leg up on everybody that doesn't, because that way they can actually have a better understanding, so that when it actually rolls out to live, they have an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And people just do it because it's like, okay, let me learn it now while it's safe, so that when I'm actually in game, I don't have to worry about freaking dying and losing all my shit because I didn't learn it properly.
Unless COG start moving the goalpost again.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, yeah, okay. So there's a reason not to do it, because COG keep changing up the thing. So until it's stabilized, it's probably not, you're better off not learning.
I mean, I really would love to see them do an experimental mode where they put in a Xenothreat Idris on one side, a Polaris on the other side, and they say, guys, go at it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I want to
prove which one is better.
I want to see what a size 10 torpedo does anyway. Is it a one-hit wonder, or does it take a couple of hits to damage the Idris?
Well, it depends, right? Of course, if you got your gunners with you, your turret gunners, and they're good, that torpedo may not hit you. But that railgun, you can't shoot a railgun, flechette, out of the air. So,
no, you can't. No, but as we've seen in the video there, somebody was showing off the point defense turrets on the Idris, which are being randomly placed, I think, or seem to be like an afterthought more than anything else. They just have these pucks randomly put around the ship where there's a single gun on it, and they automatically go and attack missiles or any other threats. Because they're extra weapons on top of the manned turrets. So the Idris actually has a lot more guns than we currently think they have. I wonder, are they going to do the same with the Polaris? Polaris is supposed to have a point defense system as well.
My biggest question is going to be, right, if and they were in a hurry to get 4.0 out first, right? And we know that 4.0 is going to leverage server meshing, and that was supposed to get out Q3.
We hope.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it was supposed to come out Q3, and then we were going to get the Polaris at IAE, which is Q4, right? So my question is, were they expecting server meshing in 4.0 to be available so that we can use the Polaris? If, let's just say, they can't get 4.0 out before IAE, are we still going to get our Polarises? And are the Polarises going to have an impact on the server performance because they're not server meshed?
Um, well, we've seen what a Nidris can do. So Nidris is fine now in the servers
Right, but
currently,
that's
and
but
that's
that's that's a controlled event where there's only
no,
one.
but we've seen players take control of the address, the ones
Right,
with
but
the
there's
full
only
interior.
but there's
So,
usually only one or two Idrises
oh,
at any one time.
no, I've seen orgs with 3 or 4 of them.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
never
yeah,
mind then.
yeah.
Because I'm going to
So
say you're going to see a whole lot more of that than in Polaris's.
I think the servers can handle the Polaris quite easily now.
Okay.
So no, I don't think server meshing is required.
Okay.
Though I'm not sure what the server would be like. Will it be crappy overall, or will it still be kind of regional? Like when you say leave somewhere like Port New Babbage, spaceport,
Mhm.
it's always crap around there because there's so many ships dotted around the place, and once you leave there, it's fine. So once you're nowhere near the main cluster of ships, you should be fine.
Right.
Um,
Okay. So let's touch on that crap all over the space station things. So I had an epiphany. Now, I probably should put this somewhere in Spectrum, but I'm not going to. And I know CIG doesn't listen to our show, so they're not going to hear it. But this is what I came up with.
Are you talking about Shady's a spy?
Is he shady? Cool. All right. I got your number now. No, I'm kidding. So what I was thinking was the whole salvaging thing is kind of wonky still, right? You got power on or shields are on. There's nobody there. It's then you got to
Yeah.
worry about breaking into it and all that other crap.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, what would be good is if, first of all, they create a salvaging guild, right? There is no salvaging guild. There's just salvaging.
Yeah.
And then you just take a mission, then they give you more missions, and you just keep taking salvaging missions, but there's no reputation or anything like that, right? So you get a salvaging guild that you have to join, right? And then you still learn you get reputation and you do all that stuff. But here's the thing, right? When you get to a certain level of reputation, you can buy a license, right? You don't make it free. You buy a license, like
Okay.
a million
Yeah.
credits, right? Something
Million.
significant, right?
Okay.
Something significant.
Okay.
And then with that license, you're able to circumvent armistice zones, and you are allowed to hack into ships.
Okay, so I'll just pause you there. So we need to deal with things like time frame. So let's say somebody crashes out the game and their ship is there. So how long should we give them before the ship will
Okay,
be
I didn't
deemed?
say I was a developer and I had times. I had it all worked out or anything.
No, let's
I
roughly.
had an epiphany and a
Yeah.
concept,
But
but
no, it can't be that difficult. Let's say half an hour. What would you
yeah, I
think?
mean,
Would be
if they
good time?
crashed out, they're either going to be back in an hour or so, right?
Mm,
The thing is like they may have just like said, I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to worry about it, kind of thing. We understand that kind of stuff, and they're going to be kind of upset when they come back and all of a sudden their ship is gone. But the thing is like I went to an armistice zone the other day, and I got a bunch of ships that are just sitting around there. Some of them even turned off and stuff, and I can't do a thing.
no.
I can't get them out of there. I can't tow them. I can't scrape them. I can't blow them up. I can't do whatever it is I need to do to get them out of there. And they're just collecting, right?
Mhm.
So if you have a salvaging guild, you have people that have worked their way up into the experienced or master level or whatever, and they pay, $1 million or 2 credits for this license
Mm-hmm.
so that they can legally go in there and be like a repossessor, repossess the ship, right? I'm going to hack it, right? And part of the hacking, it tells you, it could tell you, hey, the guy, you can't, don't mess with the ship. and then you say like, okay, I'm out.
Well, or they can say like, okay, you after an hour you will put this ship in a hangar. The hangar will close and despawn it, and then if this thing isn't claimed after another time period, the ship is yours to do what you please.
Yeah, something like that.
You know,
I mean,
and probably the station takes a cut like 20% or something like that. You know?
yeah, but the thing is like you get a I am allowed to do this shit card,
Mm. Yeah.
right? And circumvent some of the game mechanics that just prevent you from being able to do something that you should be able to do.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah, it theoretically sounds like a good idea. So I'm going to throw the bombshell into this because of one sad element, and that is players. Because we've learned in
that's
recent times
people.
that
That's why I
they
said.
like to exploit.
That's why I said I'm not going to just get a license. I have to pay for it,
Well,
right?
you know,
But you
somebody who has
you
a ton
can't.
of credit, they're still going to pay for it,
Yes,
and you know,
that's true. You cannot
abuse it. You
stop
know,
bad actors. But the
you
thing
know.
is like it's really only, you know, in areas and situations where you would do that, right? It's not like I'm going to be doing it and the guy's ship is full of cargo and I'm doing it just to steal their cargo,
Mhm.
right? If I wanted to do that, I would just hack the ship and then steal the cargo. You know, while he's still trying to load it up or whatever, or you know, that kind of stuff. It's one of those situations where it's like, and again, like you said, we could put a temporary lock on it where we can actually take it and move it. It still allows us to move it. We can't do anything with it, but we can put it into, you know, what do they call those things?
Autonomy box or something like that, is it? Or,
Yeah, so and put it in there until
yeah.
you know it's not claimed, and then we can claim it for ourselves and do whatever the hell we want with it.
Yeah.
Right? We can strip it, we can salvage it, anything that's inside of it, those kind of things. You know?
Here's another thing. So there's another gameplay element which is, of course, fundamentally missing, and that is hacking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have to have hacking first before that would work.
But you should be able to, without having this license, just to hack into a ship.
Well, hacking is kind of considered illegal.
Yeah.
So having the license allows you to do it and hopefully not get yourself in trouble, providing that it's a valid use of the license. Because when you use the license, right? Let's just say the license is kind of like a credit card.
Yeah.
I walk up to the ship, I see that it's abandoned or whatever. I slide the card in there. It takes all my information, and it says, "Okay, I'm unlocking the ship."
It's a swipe card, or not swipe card. You don't touch. You just put touch.
Yeah, it could be, you know, however they want to implement it. But it's like I go in, I slide the card, and I go, "Hey, I'm salvaging this ship." It registers all that information.
We show our ages.
And says, "Yes, you can salvage it," or "No, you can't. If you can continue to proceed, you will be charged with a crime."
Yeah.
You know, there's any number of ways to do it, but I mean, I thought about it. I was like, you know, that's not necessarily such a bad idea considering salvage is really kind of lame right now.
I guess it probably will be a thing eventually. But yeah.
But that would add, you know, 10 years to develop it and all that other crap. Don't blame me for that another 10 years.
I don't see how it is, you know, anything that will take too long. You know, we already have fundamental basic door panel gameplay. I don't see why we can't. You know, they've been showing, teasing hacking for years.
Yeah. Yeah, wait for that to pop your brain again.
Hopefully they might show something at CitizenCon.
You know, you know what Star Citizen needs? Okay, instead of a bobblehead, or not Star Citizen, I mean CIG, instead of a bobblehead, you need one of those old Wheezy toys where the eyes and the head would like expand and the eyes would pop out and the ears would. You need something like that for people like we, because that's like their heads just like bleep bleep.
You should have seen me today. I was like that today. I had a very bad experience with the game. Will I talk about it now?
Sure.
So, as you know, I've been scavenging around stations, picking up boxes, guns, weapons, components. Now, we know that we can't sell the gun component stuff, or we can sell FPS guns, but we can't sell ship weapons or components because of the exploit that sadly occurred in, what was it, 23 or 24 first came out?
Right.
But I just did it anyway, just to learn, what's good and what's bad, getting ready for later on, and with a bit of hope that my stuff will persist through the builds, and then eventually I'll be able to sell it. But anyway, so I got about 120 SCU of stims from the past week that I'm just picking up, and so the idea was just to build it up, stick it in a ship, fly to Crew L4 and sell it.
Okay.
And then I came across a bug which I haven't seen in a while, but it has been around for a while. And I still don't understand why it's still a thing, which is the game cannot calculate the cost of each unit because it has multiple different units, and it just seems to go crazy and say, I'm sorry, I can't remember what the name of the error is, but yeah, just can't calculate multiple units of this particular item. And so I couldn't sell it. I saw videos about workarounds where if you sell it in groups of 3 units, it works, but it didn't work.
Did you try putting it into like a bigger SCU container and then sell the SCU container?
Well, I can't break down the SCU container. So like say like I have an 8 SCU container, I can't break that down. All I can do is sell.
No. You would buy like a 1 SCU container.
Right.
Stuff the stims in it till you can't put any more in there, right? Well, I think there'll probably be 8 of them, right? Because they're like quarter or eighth units. So you put the 8 in there, then you go and sell the 1 SCU unit and see if that sells, and it sells all of it. Now you have to hope that you make enough money from the stims to compensate the sale of the 1 SCU container that you bought, because that gets sold as well.
All right, well, I'll give that a go, but I don't think so. It just, it's not just stims as well; it's other commodities that it could not.
Right, because they're all 1/8 SCU.
No, they're different sizes. So there's
okay.
1, 2, 4, 6, and not 8. I think is the largest ones, not 6. And yeah, it just could not calculate it. And no matter how hard I tried to break it down to its smallest size, it still wouldn't get around the error. And this has been around for years. I was looking up for solutions, and yeah, it's been around for a long time. And it's kind of annoying that what I would consider to be fundamental basic commodity gameplay, you still can't do. It was. I didn't mind that, okay, it didn't work, but I would have considered this to be basic gameplay, and it's still not working. Yeah, and I lost my head today. I really was quite angry at the game.
That's a bummer.
Because it's if the boxes are not usable, then get rid of the boxes, despawn them. Don't just have them flying around the place or hanging around the place. If they're around, that kind of suggests you can take them and resell them. I don't mind even reselling them at a discount if they're not, say, for the original contract that they were intended for. But you should be able to sell them. And I still can't understand why the game cannot calculate it. It's just weird. And they haven't fixed it. Why haven't they fixed it? They give us a super bloody mech. But no, can't fix the gameplay. So, yeah. I won't get into too much because I'll just get angry again. I just really lost it today.
Right.
So, yeah. So that's that bloody thing out the window. So nothing has changed. I can't sell the boxes. I can't sell the components. I can sell FPS weapons, but that's a rarity. And you really don't get much out of that.
Well, like Shady says, not a priority.
Not a priority. Gameplay is not a priority.
No, development is a priority.
An atlas is a priority, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, skins.
Ugly purple and green skins are priority.
Yep.
Which then, then that brings me to why do you keep coming up with new skins when they can't bloody give us the old ones?
Money,
Where's the old skins?
money,
What
money,
ones?
money.
Huh? Where's all my Aurora skins gone? Huh?
Oh yeah,
So,
that's right. There's still a bunch of skins that they haven't
there's tons of
finished.
them. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. The smallest part, I don't know. I would consider scavenging an important element because there's going to be lots of bits and pieces like that around the verse. What we're not seeing here, I don't know why the coloring is all weird because all we see is purple and a kind of a whitish, but it's actually pink, not white.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's pink in that. I've seen the files and we've seen the 4 colors of the skin, and there's actually pink in there. The second priority color is pink. So purple, pink, a gray, and I can't remember what the other one is. A darker gray, I think.
Right.
But yeah, I'm annoyed that a lot of the older stuff is still not dealt with. It cannot be that difficult. It really can't. Oh, this. God, yeah.
Oh, the
It's all the memes on Reddit. It's ridiculous.
Well, this annoyed me for a different reason. When I see the word scam in it,
Yeah.
that gets under my skin.
Pyro expansion DLC.
Oh, yeah, I don't think this is a real backer, to be honest with you. This could be just somebody just staring the pot and through this in the
Possibly.
subreddit. But you see, Shady, one thing I'm in here for the economy. That's the thing that really attracted me most to this, and that's fundamentally still missing. And I would consider that to be a priority. And that's why I hope they bring Tony Z out of the cryo chamber and defrost him and allow him to speak and tell us what the hell is going on with the economy. We really need to know something about it. But if you're feeling they're not, we have to wait again another time, 10 years in the future.
All right.
I'll just shake my fist at a cloud in the sky.
speaking of clouds,
Oh,
there's new clouds
Where?
what do you mean new clouds?
in 3.2.4.2.
I mean, Arc Core, right?
Yeah, those big
Oh.
mountains.
Yeah. More thunder-looking clouds. Yeah.
They look weird.
Some are really tall. Yeah, they do look slightly weird. Well, anything to break up the current fluffy little ball element. I can't stand that every time I see that. Who is it? ArcCorp, I think, has it, isn't it? This is
Yeah. At least
thousand-
ArcCorp. I know ArcCorp for sure. I don't know if there's any other ones.
Yeah. It's just too many little making Bob Ross proud.
I
Pretty
can't
little
remember where I
mistakes.
saw that. Pulled up the footage, but
it was one of the ISCs, as far as I remember.
Yeah,
It
but
was a while back,
current
probably
version.
about a couple of months ago.
Oh, I
It
mean,
probably
like in this
doesn't help.
version.
It probably doesn't help my FPS regardless. What's that, Miami? You're very quiet.
I don't hear him at all.
Well, he's going green.
He's no speak.
No speak.
Sorry. The new PTU just dropped.
Ah, okay.
Wait, what?
Again?
Another one?
Yes.
Say it ain't so.
It's so. 0177.
Oh, now all is
Yep.
fixed.
All is fixed.
You can stop our
Where's the
whining.
Zeus?
It's all fixed.
Where's
Yeah.
the Zeus? That's what I want to know. Where's the Zeus?
Yeah, it's interesting that they really are desperately holding back the Zeus.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, whatever. Again.
That's old. Where's
Crunch,
where's
crunch.
the patch notes?
It's in the try the ordinary chat. The
I
SE
went in.
chat.
I went into the PTU chat area and I'm not seeing any new notes.
Crunch.
So when I saw this, I
It's
don't
a
know.
spoiler.
This reminded me of a 70s sports car. I can't remember the name of it.
Lotus.
No. It's like, I can't remember what it was. Not Lamborghini. What was it?
Well,
No, it's not Countach. The old Countach. Is it the old Countach? I don't know. Anyway,
did
so
have an orange
this.
version.
So this is a sneak peek of the Argo CSV, we believe. Though there's still some debate. Is it exactly the CSV? Or is it the other one that's kind of very similar called the Grey Cat? Oh God, what was it?
AV?
CAV, yeah, maybe CAV.
Can I see the rest of it?
No, that's it. Unfortunately, that's a sneak peek.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah.
So it's the Argo, comma, separated value.
We're
It's
still not sure
it's a
what
spreadsheet simulator.
spreadsheet similar, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what it does exactly. Still, there's a bit of confusion between the CSV and the other one.
Yeah. The UTV, that actually,
But
we did have.
it's something we don't
need.
need. But it's something we don't need. It's another bloody ground
A
vehicle.
lot of shit we don't need and they release anyway.
Unless this is the medium salvage that some people
So
are
what
going
my
for.
bike?
This is the UTV. The picture we have of
The
the UTV.
UTV.
Oh, wait a minute. The weapons controllers added actions to allow firing weapon groups independent of whether they are selected or not. That kind of goes back to, I think, that they're allowing the weapons groups to be fired from multiple buttons instead of just the one.
Yeah, I shared that image after you were talking about it anyway. I picked up on it anyway.
And it looks like they made a bunch of updates to weapons. Nice. But still no fucking Zeus.
Nike.
Yeah, so like, where's our UTV? They promised us the UTV.
This is basically
Where's the app?
it just looks like a slightly beefed up PTV.
No, well, you know these in real life. So you'll see a lot of these outside of urban areas.
Yeah,
They're
the
very
little
common.
terrain
Farmers use them a lot.
terrain carts.
So it's just a utility vehicle, transport vehicle. I'm guessing its name. So I'm guessing there's like You can put 1/8 SEU boxes in the back there.
That's so useless.
It's
Nobody
tiny.
deals
It's a
with
tiny
1/8
pickup truck.
SCUs.
No, but we need this more than anything else. This is far more
Why?
important. Because
Because
Because of what?
we
got the
Those are
we
round
got the
tires.
mule. Nobody uses the mule.
the same reason that we need the Atlas. Because
Oh, we need the Atlas. That we need.
Yeah, it's the
fixing
most important
gameplay, that's
vehicle
not
in the-
important. This is important.
I was so grateful for the Atlas just today, as a matter of fact. I was like, oh, I like this. This helps. Made things much faster.
Yeah, the
So-
CSV.
Well, no, I don't know. This doesn't look like a ground vehicle to me. This looks like a ship.
Yeah.
So I don't know why someone's saying that it is a ground vehicle. I'm still confused by it.
Maybe it's an APC.
Oh, sorry to hear that, fellow.
What?
It's probably an APC.
Oh, his power shit.
His
Okay.
power.
Damn. Is there not a storm about or?
I don't know.
Ruskies.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't kid about that because I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Subscriber stuff. Did we? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Again.
Guns and posters.
Guns and posters. It's probably easy to make the post. I could give out about why they're bothering, but it's probably easy to make the posters. Put a JPEG on the a default poster. But what annoys me is there's very few places you can put the posters. You can put them in your hab when you wake up.
Well, you can
don't
put them
know.
in hangars now.
No.
Where? There's no spots. There's no points.
No, you don't need. You just go up to the wall and just say, "I want to put it there." I saw Ollie do it.
What?
Oh, okay.
Or no, was it Ollie?
Didn't we
it was
try
somebody.
that? It didn't work. What?
No, we
No,
didn't.
somebody. They just
Did we
grabbed
try?
their.
I did.
They grabbed their thing. They walked up to the wall, and they just placed it, and then it just unfurled, and there it
Are
was.
you sure this wasn't
I
in
need
the
to see
hab
it.
now?
Nope, it was in a hangar.
Hmm.
It was
I don't
in
know.
a hangar.
Show us proof. Where's
Okay.
the
Guess
proof?
what we're going to be doing immediately after the show?
Ah,
I don't believe it.
okay. They changed the default characters in the bio corp. They now have some of the new, what do you call it? The new pairs and stuff like that.
Oh.
I like this gun.
Well, yeah. It's your P90.
Yeah, that's true. And then the shotgun that nobody likes at the moment.
What shotgun?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Why don't they like it? What's wrong with it? Shotgun's a shotgun. You got to be up close and personal.
Yeah, I know.
They don't like to be up close and personal.
That's probably
That's true. They don't.
Yeah, get some
These
COVID.
So I think this is a good month. I like this. These are good stuff. What we have to pay for that. And we have to pay for this poster as well.
Well, hopefully you get your power back soon, Follow. Yeah. You might have missed it while you were trying to check on your power and stuff like that, but the posters can be hung up in your hangars.
All right.
So they gave us new ones so that they can encourage people to put
Maybe
them
they
up.
fixed it only after they gave us these posters because they were like, oh,
no,
wait, you can't
it
even
was
put them
before.
up. Wait.
It was before. Look, even
Okay.
Speedy agreed with me. He said yes,
Oh.
it was
Me and
done.
Relum in point
Prove
one.
it.
Yeah, tried it and it didn't work.
Yep.
So, all right. We're gonna do that immediately after the show.
Well, not
'Cause I
reading
don't
it.
believe. I think you're all liars.
And then you guys will apologize to me in the next show for doubting me.
Apologize for what?
For doubting me.
It's our job to doubt you.
Oh, okay.
This is
Never mind then.
skepticism. Healthy skepticism.
So are we saving up for CitizenCon? Because it looks like it's going to be a really expensive one.
Who the hell
Fucking
is
A,
Ollie?
man. It's gonna, the wallets are gonna fucking cry. Jesus.
Yeah. God, there's so many ships. I hope
And,
they don't.
and don't forget, we got IAE not even a fucking month afterwards.
God. Well, going by previous CitizenCons, like there were only like 3 or 4 ships ever sold. There's not
Yeah,
that
but
many.
okay, so out of the leaks, right?
Mm.
We know we got the Crusader starter.
Yeah, the
Right?
Intrepid. Yeah.
Okay, let's assume there's going to be multiples.
Variants. Oh yeah, there will be.
There's
Yeah.
going to be variants. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so and let's just use the Zeus as an example. We're going to have
Mhm.
3. Okay,
Okay.
then we got the medium or large salvaging ship.
Okay. So
Okay.
that could be the Argo that we've seen there. I'm still not
Okay.
convinced.
So
Yeah, go on.
let's just assume, right? We
Yeah.
got that one. What do they call it? The Fortune,
Oh no,
okay.
that's Misk. The Misk Fortune. Yeah.
right?
So the leaks.
And that's not even assuming they have some variants on those too.
That might
Fuckers.
what they did.
I would
the
be
file-
really pissed off if they did.
So actually, there are actually 2 variants indicated. There's a standard, and then called the BDL or BLD. I'm not sure
Okay.
what that means. And then there's the Max. So we know what the Max is.
Or
for the
wait,
Freelancer.
is that ship or is that the Stargazer liner or whatever the fuck that other one is?
The Misk Fortune, as far as I
Okay,
know.
because there's another ship, the Stargazer, the Starliner,
Oh,
the
Star Lancer. Yeah.
Star Lancer, and
Yeah.
that's supposed to have variants
Oh,
as
good
well.
Christ. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just assume, and then of course we have the Argo, SCV, and all that other crap, right? So we
Mm.
have those guys that will probably all drop during CitizenCon. Now let's go to IAE. We
No, it's-
have, as Fady said, the Fat Fury, the Guardian. That's
Yeah.
probably going to drop in IAE,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
They're also going to drop all of the F7A F7C variants, right?
Yeah.
The M, the T, and the Stealth, whatever the Stealth is.
Yeah. Ghost Art.
Right? So they're going to drop those. They're going to drop the Polaris again, so some people are going to be wanting to buy that,
Mm-hmm.
right? We've got so many fucking ships they're dropping in these 2 events. People are going to rage, not because so many ships they gave us, because they're not going to be able to buy them all.
Well, I think we talked about this before that, the backers, well, we're typical gamers who want everything. We want to catch them all.
Yep.
But particularly with the engineering gameplay, I think it needs to be set home to people that Star Citizen was never designed for you to have more than like 2 or 3 ships.
Bite your tongue.
I know.
Bite your tongue.
Realistically, it was
And you
always,
call yourself a whale. Come on.
it was always supposed to be you having one ship and then you use that ship to progress. The more you get into game, the more you get a larger ship or one that's more honed into a role that you find more suitable for yourself.
True.
But you were never supposed to have your own personal fleet. And I think that's what some people seem to be
CIG CIG failed miserably with that with that goal.
Yeah. We better not tell everybody that's not the end.
That's not the way the game is meant to be played, but
Making so
okay.
much money.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, so we got a lot of fucking ships coming out.
We are.
Here.
You're not supposed to buy them all. And here's a tip, right? So yeah, I'm a big fat whale, but I said to myself, I have to stop buying ships unless I know I'm going to play it. But I still will buy a $5 CCU just in case later on I might want it. It's
Ooh.
always going to be there. So if you think you might be interested in, just buy a $5 CCU and leave it, and then get it later on if you think you are going to be, going to use it or not. We briefly mentioned the
Yep.
Intrepid, yeah.
Yeah, we said that one's probably
It's
going to have
what's
couple
actually
of
interesting
variants.
about that one is that there's apparently 2 entrances into a ship. There's a cargo entrance and then a ramp at the back.
I think they're finally learning that you have to have alternative entrances, and they're going
Yeah,
to start applying
yeah.
those
Well,
more often than not.
I
I did
really
that
wish
on
they
the Zeus
update
as well.
all those ships, like anything from the Mercury to the what you call it, fueler, Starfarer. For
I
such a
think
large
any
ship, you know,
any medium or large and up type ship should have
multiple entrances.
multiple entries.
Yeah.
Not just a ramp.
Yeah, I look forward to that. I'm curious what that. I think we did get a sneak peek at that. I do believe that's one of the silhouettes that we seen last year. That everybody was saying, "Oh no, that's the Zeus," but it looks too small to be the Zeus. Do I have an image of that? Where's it gone? No, typical. Okay. So yeah, hopefully that will be around what $70-$80 range.
I don't know. My
don't think
wallet's
I don't
crying
think-
now. It's
Yeah. Ugh, I know. Yeah. Now I'm supposed to be buying a new graphics card soon, hopefully, but I'm not looking forward to that. Because the sales will be coming up soon, won't they?
Oh, I found it. Not
You found
Polly,
it?
but
Which-
someone else. Look,
Oh, there's the pin. Oh, okay.
please.
Yes, no, you can't place it anywhere. That's a dedicated.
no, you can place it anywhere.
No. See, go just before you placed it. You see the dot.
Well, yeah, because he has it in his hand. So when he goes up to the wall, it got the indicator for him to place it. If you don't have it in your hand, you
Yeah,
can't
but it
place
is
it.
a set spot on the wall.
No, the set
All right.
spot. You
Okay,
can see
so
it
let me.
You can
Okay,
see it there just before you pull back a bit, because you can see it the place point there. See on the arrows, the 2 arrows pointing left. Go back on the wall.
Huh?
There's pause. There's a decal there. Pause.
So you're saying that the only place that I can place it is over
So
over
do you,
in
do you see the arrows and just look.
in arrow because I don't have any.
Yeah.
So the aerospace is the only hanger that you can do that on. Is what you're saying?
No. Yeah. Anywhere you see the dots. So they must have put the dots in later because that wasn't there. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
But that's only okay. Where is that?
That says
All right. Okay.
arrow view.
All right.
hanger.
We only checked the main hangar section. We didn't actually check that part.
No, I think I
Could have
did.
been there. Did you? All right.
I think I specifically
Yeah, see,
remember
there's the
going
dot.
through these walls as well because they did look like a sort of a. Oh, there's a little. Yeah, I see the tack.
Yeah. See, they had them in the hubs. I think it was the Microtech spawn hub.
Wow.
That you had them, and it was the only place you could hang them.
It just seemed like a logical place to put them, though. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that now. Immediately after the show. I hope that the whole C one works. That wasn't working.
Can I use
You
that
see?
to hang a towel as well?
No,
I
towel's
don't think
broke.
so. I don't think so. But
Towel's
you can
still
try
broke.
it. Gotta have a ton of
It's
them.
ancient.
I wonder did they fix the blueprints yet? They were cool.
Yeah, they're frames.
But if they made everything like that with this format, yeah, it's kind of cool. What was it? $2, I think, in the store. The only gripe is that it's supposed to be like an LCD screen, so the quality is not exactly there. But that's just me being fussy.
Yeah, it's a little flickery, just like they put animations on the MFDs.
Mm.
Little scan lines and weird screen flickering things, like. But everyone's happy about that. Find the 8-up terminals. Which 8-up terminal? The one next to the cargo freight elevator, or the one in the head of the entrance?
I just grabbed this off the internet. Poor gamers icon in the corner. So
What?
I believe this is the Intrepid.
Oh, it's the Intrepid.
Yeah, I believe this is the Crusader starter ship. This is my
Where?
guess.
Where? I don't see no pictures. Where? Oh, that
This-
one?
Yeah. So everybody thought that this was the
Zeus.
Zeus, but the Zeus is much larger than this. And you can see a drop down cargo thing because you can see a white box there.
If
And
you
for
look
some-
at the wingtip on the far right, if you look at the wingtip on the far now, looking at it as a Crusader ship, that looks like the VTOL from the Crusader ships.
Yeah, it does have that hint of it. I think the front kind of confused people because that almost looks like RSI-ish. So I can see why people thought
Yeah,
it
like
was a
Connie.
Zeus. But I was surprised to see the drop down ramp. I'm not sure if I don't think we see it here. I'm not sure what the black thing in the middle is at the bottom. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's the way you get in.
Placeholder leg.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna guess
Those are
that this
fins.
is
They're for underwater.
underwater. God, we haven't even got anywhere near that yet.
Oh, please don't even go there.
Oh, we're going there.
No, no, we're not.
Oh, we have to go. It's in the lore.
Nope.
There are a few water worlds we have to have.
Just skip him. That's not gonna happen.
No. COD promised us.
I didn't know such a.
Yeah, do you not remember reading about there's one where there's this
Yeah, I know.
tidal wave.
It exists in
around the
lore. It
planet.
doesn't mean we need to have it.
Yeah, of course we have to have it.
I'm just
It's
trying
supposed
to
to be asymmetrical.
try to speed up development here. Come on, work with me.
But I want everything. That's what I paid for. I want a 100
All
star
right.
system.
In the 50 years, when you're old and grey. Oh wait,
Well, freeze me now and wake me up.
and just like Cartman did to get his what was it?
You did with the Wii, wasn't it?
The Wii. Damn, that's old. Oh shit.
Oh, that was a hilarious
The
show.
Wii. Wow.
That was probably one of the best South Parks there was. Took the spoof from Buck Rogers in the 25th century. That was hilarious.
Oh, that's. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They even had the title sequence and everything. Anyway. So,
Pickard. done.
I think we're done, and so is my wallet is done.
Already?
And we have a. Huh?
Well, it
It's gone
already
in even
knows.
here yet.
Yeah, it knows it's gonna be hurting. So we got 2 weeks.
It's 12 days. Where is it?
The 19th, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Citizen
19th
Con.
at
12 days, 10 hours, 52 minutes.
10 in the morning for local time, Manchester.
Yeah. And what's the show start? Or there's an early
Main show
pre-show
11, yeah.
an hour after?
Well, the stream starts at 10, but I don't know. But
Um,
the hell they're saying, like, oh, stream starts at 10, the main show starts at 11. So what the hell is that hour? It's just yapping.
Just bullshit.
It's just yapping.
Just making
fun.
sure.
Uh-huh.
They'll probably just have
Jared
old
in
videos playing.
being like, "Hey everybody, look at this cool setup."
Oh,
Alright.
I love Buck Rogers. Those are great ships. Yep. I would love that.
yeah, I would love the fighter. I always loved that fighter. Yeah, that was cool.
We didn't even speak of that, did they? Because they did release a little bit more info on CitizenCon in the Q&A the last time, right? And they now have oh wait, that's the wrong screen.
No. Far from it.
There's a floor plan. I can get it up. There's a floor plan. Like,
This is a big plan.
It's supposed to be an F7 live size. Do we think?
Yeah, it looks like it. And you know what? I bet you can get into it.
and take pictures. Yeah, and there'll
Yeah.
be there'll be a huge line
I
for it.
I don't think they're gonna have it where you can get into it.
Why not?
That would require way too much.
Not really. So
For $10.
they'll probably get
$10.
who was it? JDF, you know, the model makers.
I know who. I'm sure it was them that
Yeah.
that actually did this, but they have to do a whole bunch of reinforcement and stuff like that. I think the chances of people breaking it,
Yeah, to make it so
and
that
the
someone can sit in
liability.
it. Yeah.
Somebody tried to actually climb up the stairs, and they're one of those people that don't have very good mobility and they fall down. You know, I don't think they're going to risk it.
Well, they did it with the Dragonfly, so I don't see
The
why.
Dragonfly is different.
How?
The Dragonfly, it's one level. All you have to do is kick your leg over. If you can't kick your leg over, you just fucking lean on it. You know, this thing you probably have to climb a ladder or something to get into the cockpit.
Or a staircase.
Something.
If you're unable to climb the staircase, then
have you seen the quality? Some of the people that go to these shows.
I know.
It's like
I remember
you
the
don't
images
want
of the Dragonfly.
you don't want them trying to get into a ship because of the liability.
They got a theater, yada yada, stage, audience,
It's a big setup.
Addison Lounge.
Yeah, that's for the people who paid the $100 more price tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the VIP section.
What are all those cargo crates mean? Probably nothing.
No, there probably will be a cargo box there. People probably just hang around them.
Community hold.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this is like
Community
last
boots.
year.
Yeah, no, it's...
Yeah. And then I think they're having themed restaurants. So like they did in Austin.
In this section,
So
right?
Yeah. So that was a good
The
idea.
merchandise.
Yeah, you have to buy the t-shirts.
Is this like a queue?
Yeah.
for merchandise?
Oh yeah, you have to aim those gamers. Gamers can, you know.
Yep. They had some pretty big lines at the last one.
So yeah. Hopefully CIG have learned those mistakes and yeah. But notice to the left of the windy queue is one that goes straight to it. I wonder is that the VIPs go through.
No, it's the exit.
So the plebs have to snake around, but the VIP for an
No,
extra
that's
$100,
the exit.
you get the straight line.
That's the way out after you purchase something.
Oh, and they're doing ship models displays as well. That's what the shuttle-looking vehicle are. Hopefully, the Chinese crew will bring their wonderful
Oh, these
retribution
things.
home. Yeah.
No, because I'm not there. I don't know.
There's one over here as well.
I'm guessing that's Imperium with their Bengal. They're going to bring that again. But yeah, it's a good venue, good town. Should be a good event.
Manchester. Yep.
I would go if I was more social, but I'm not. I'm an antisocial bastard.
Yeah, we know that.
It'll be better in
And,
Europe
yeah,
anyway. In
interesting
Frankfurt next
people.
year.
I doubt it.
It's gonna be in the U.S.
No, Frankfurt
Yeah.
next year.
Nope, U.S.
Frankfurt.
U.S.
So there's Toby, there's VKB. Who were the other ones? Who were Department and Spinning Fields? Let me find out who these. Or what do they do?
Enterprise City.
Oh, Shady says that that's not a full size F7. That it's going to be a demo area for Squadron 42.
Yeah, right.
Actually, yeah, that's what's missing. Computers. That could be right, actually. They did this before. I remember last year they gave us a map, but it wasn't complete. And then closer to the event, they gave us the full map. So you're probably right, actually. Yeah, that makes sense because there's no computers. Where's the computers?
Well, they're not doing. They're
Oh,
not doing
really?
pyro this year.
I doubt it.
There's no reason to do pyro. Everybody's
There's-
already seen it.
Scan is a UK company that sells computers and parts and all that. So I guarantee they're providing the computers. Now I think Shady's right.
I don't know. Do you want to play the first chapter of Squadron 42?
Yeah.
Do you want it spoiled for you?
Eh.
Because that's what's going to happen.
Well,
People are going to record it. They're gonna post it.
Well, we know what it entails anyway. It's no secret. Anybody paying attention knows the beginning of it. Like you start off in the javelin, and then the Vandal come and attack you,
And do we all die?
and then you escape the javelin somehow miraculously, and then you rejoin the UEE, and you're then transferred to the Idris with Lean Cunningham as your captain, and that's where most of the gameplay will be. And then eventually you'll transfer to the Bengal.
And then you're shooting Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah. So
Whatever.
whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, so start saving. It's gonna be expensive, and queue on time.
Ding dong. What do you mean?
Well done, Red Order. Yes, you're coming just in time when we're just finishing up.
These guys' PC running or not?
No, not yet. Is it right? I don't think it is.
You
I
saw
think
it.
it's still missing a key part.
The
No, it's still
RGB is on.
building.
It must be working.
We'll find out.
They
Anyway,
did say some last things I was reading over the FAQ for CitizenCon. There's not too much important stuff in there anyway. Apart from they say we'll debut new merchandise at CitizenCon. Will be revealed at the event. So new type
merch.
of
Yeah, they usually do that
merch.
anyway. So
yeah. It's,
themed T-shirts, caps, whatever, challenge
Yeah, but
coins,
new stuff.
new badges.
I don't think and this was just
I'll go ahead.
noteworthy. I think for me because I don't think because they were all in with Amazon, right? And I think they had a thing where they had to do the live shows on Twitch.
Right.
And not simulcast them on YouTube as well. They could put them on YouTube, but only as a VOD afterwards. But right now they're saying CitizenCon will be streamed on live on Twitch and on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That's
So
surprising.
they don't
Right.
usually do the YouTube live thing. So it's new, I think.
well, YouTube
But it
is
didn't.
much better for 4K.
Eh,
So maybe.
yeah. Well,
Right.
yeah.
I would. Apparently, there's going to be like prizes on Twitch.
No, that's something fakes Backer or somebody
We-
started.
I love you, but it sounds like you are literally whispering.
No, it doesn't.
No, he's good volume.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
That's interesting. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe on
Close
my
to
end.
my
Check
voice.
check his settings first. You might have
Well,
loaded.
I do have him at
lowered him
150.
previously.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I seen that pop up. Somebody's tried to start a rumor that there's prizes. There isn't any prizes. That is total BS.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Well, we shall see.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're right. Why not?
Yeah, but then they should do them on YouTube as well.
But they can't because YouTube don't give that kind of facility. I don't think.
He doesn't give anything away for free.
No, because they're not giving it away. Somebody else is giving it away.
Oh,
on
well,
the
then
official
fuck somebody
channel.
else.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
They
It's
should
like
from time to time, but yeah.
if you look at the sponsors, they'll probably be giving away there'll probably be like a few free Toby given away, maybe a free PC or something like that.
3 GPU, SSD.
SSDs, yeah, why not?
3-piece.
Star Citizen themed SSDs or M.2.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
All
All
right.
right, that should be 2 hours. That should be 2 hours.
I just heard that echoing. Okay. Yep. All right. Nothing else to add? No. Okay. Then.
Nope.
I guess I'll just go, and we'll see everybody next time on.
Bye.
On
Yeah.
the show. Okay. Well, you're fast.
Bye.
Okay. Where's the freaking jingle? There it is. Cue applause.
I support the monkeys. Do you? Check out The Base. 24/7 online radio. Visit us at TheBase.sc. They're professionals.